13 from West Swansea, the Buffalo Motor Parts pit for Chris Davis. 1 New Hampshire from Winchendon, Mass, the bottoms up pit for Kevin Clayton. 367 is DeWitt Davis from Charlestown. And the 4s, Alan Anaki out of Bridgewater, Massachusetts in the BMW. First race of the year coming down, looking for the green, and there it is. Ron Smith dips low, takes the lead on turn 2. It'll be Beef Alexander in the second. Beatty goes third, Clayton fourth up the outside. Here comes Anaki. Anaki gets the bimmer up on the high side and works his way to the outside of Kevin Clayton. Up front, it's Alexander and Smith battling for the lead. Down low, Beef Alexander, off turn 2, he's got it by a nose, by a Carling. Alexander takes over the lead, Smith goes to second. Beatty third, here's Anaki. Moving into third, Beatty fourth, Clayton fifth. Davis sixth, Davis seventh. Alexander, a little loose off turn 2, gives a break to Smith. Smith steady as she goes, Alexander pushing hard. Alexander coming off those corners loose. 2 laps to go now, 2 laps. Anaki trying to run him down with a lap and a half left. Here's Smith right on Alexander's bumper off the turn, looks to the outside. Trying to set him up for an inside move. Can't hold the nose down. Coming down for the checkers, here they are to the line, it'll be Alexander. Smith, Anaki, Beatty, DeWitt Davis, Kevin Clayton, and Chris Davis. For position, let's see how they do. Chafee brings them down, and here's the green. Chafee, Lashaway, Patnode and Sutherland. Patnode up the inside. Lashaway takes the Volvo in deep. The number 5, a former Kevin Blackmore Toyota. Oh, look at Billy Chafee way out in front in the 33. Mike Patnode goes second, then it's Sutherland, Pollard, Fournier, and Davis. Trying to make a move for third. Here we come to the halfway mark. Chafee still on top. Followed by Patnode, Pollard, Sutherland, Fournier, Jason Davis, and Mins. Pulling out is the Volvo of Lashaway. Left. White flag for Bill Chafee. For Mike Patnode, Darrell Pollard, Sutherland, Fournier, Davis and Mins distant in the field. Here's the checkers, Bill Chafee. Billy Chafee picks up a checkered flag. They all sweep under the checkers. It'll
Rollins bring the field around. Green flag is out. Coming off the turn, Stone takes the initial lead going down into turn number 1. Rollins tucks in for second. Batchelor has moved up to third. They're side by side from fourth on back with Blackmore getting a tap from Patno. He holds on to that fourth spot, doing a great job in the 12 New Hampshire. Now Murphy gets sideways, free, and around goes Manafort in car number 7. Stalling in the middle of turn 2, and yellow flag is out. Manafort trying to bring that car back around. He does so. And stays out of harm's way, everybody on the binders. And 5 cars to qualify. Patno has that 5th and final qualifying spot right now. And here they go to green. Stone, Rollins, Batchelder. And Patno, who was running in the final qualifying spot, gets a flat right rear. And out comes the caution. Make that a flat left rear on the number 24 after he was running in the 5th and final qualifying spot. Had a problem on the restart, and you can see it's a flat left rear. All right, we're set to go back to green. Stone, Rollins, and Batchelder, and Murphy. Ed Stone will lead them off turn 2. Here comes Rollins looking to make a challenge for the lead. Batchelder holds third over Murphy, and now Blackmore getting a challenge for the final qualifying spot. And taking over is Bill Bree in the 6X. He moves into 5th. Ed Stone holding on, the top 4, nose to tail. Strong run for car number 11. Doing a masterful job holding off Brett Rollins and Mike Batchelder, longtime pro stock veterans. And Mike Murphy, don't count him out. Bill Bree's doing a great job too. He has moved up to 5th, and he's staying right with the leaders, as is Kevin Blackmore in the 12 New Hampshire. And now Batchelder will look to make a move to the outside with car number 9. Ed Stone, however, continuing to hold on as we've got less than 3 laps to go. A little bobble from Brett Rollins, and Stone is able to get away. We've got a spin on the backstretch. It's Matt Weaver in car 69. He pulls back out, keeps it straight, and will stay under green. Weaver takes it down to the infield as the white flag is out for Stone. As he charges away on his way to victory. Here he is, Ed Stone in for the win with car number 11. Great run. Car number 12. Good run there as well. Mike Batchelder and the 9 familiar faces, and they're still running up front as we thought. M3, Mike Murphy comes home in 4th, and the 5th and final qualifying spot goes to Bill Bree in the 6X. Kevin Blackmore just 1 spot out, and Jason Manafort also, who finished 7th. Next up in the number 38, regular from Stafford. It's the Stamford, Connecticut driver Brad Bennett, the Alan J. Rain Construction, number 38. Alongside him, Russ Hersey making the move up to Pro Stocks in the 13, and Bill Burrows rounding out the field in the 99 New Hampshire. We're set to go, green flag. Lobo gets a good jump on the start, and he'll lead him down into turn 1. Brad Bennett goes down to the infield with car 38. Gets back up onto the racetrack. Lobo leads Messer, Salzarillo, Zinema, and Graham Alidi holding on to the 5th and final qualifying spot. Gary Knight 1 spot out, and then Russ Hersey, Bill Burrows, and Brad Bennett. Messer can wind him up. Looking to make a challenge on Lobo as they head off of turn 4. Messer dives low. He's got the line on him going into turn 1. They're side by side. Lobo on the outside. Messer down low. Here they come off of turn 4, and Messer takes the lead. Lobo settles in for second, then a ways back it's Salzarillo in third, Seidema in fourth, and holding on to fifth, Mike Ramolini. We'll watch that fifth and final qualifying spot. Looks like Gary Knight's looking to post a challenge as Messer, along with Lobo, pull away from the field, and Gramolini with a problem coming off turn 4. Looked like he might have gotten a little bit out of shape or just lost power, but he has dropped out of a qualifying spot. One spot out now, and that bumps Gary Knight up to fifth with car number 8. Messer and Lobo continuing to pull away. Salzarillo alone in third, Seidema and Gary Knight. Gramolini will look to come back to challenge. He's going to look to the outside with the U2. White flag is out. Messer, Lobo, Salzarillo, and here comes Gramolini up high, but Knight holds him off. Now Gramolini shoots low. Checkered flag is out. Barry Messer takes the win with car number 32. Lobo for second. Percy gets all out of shape coming off of turn 4 and gathers it back in just in time. So there you have it for the second Pro Stock qualifying round. We'll have the third one out shortly. Barry Messer, great job taking the win in car number 32. Johnny Lobo holds on for second. Dave Salzarillo third. Jeff Seidema fourth. Gary Knight grabs that fifth and final qualifying spot. One spot out, Mike Ramolini in the U2. And Alan McClure will bring the field around, looking for green this time. Slow, steady pace set by Boniface. Now they get on the gas, and there is the green flag. Boniface takes off. McClure and Barry Gray will battle for the second spot. Gray takes over, getting up into McClure's lane and holds on to that second spot. Bob Rugg looks low with the 70. McClure holds on to third, but Rugg still down low. Now he shoots back up into that third spot for good, gets a little sideways, and Rugg will come right back with car number 70 down low. But again, McClure is able to hold him off. Tom Rosati runs in that final qualifying spot with the number 07. Boniface has pulled away with the 88. Barry Gray second, Alan McClure third, then Bob Rugg and Tom Rosati. Craig Heron is one spot out of qualifying. Then it's Ricane Jr. and Al Fredette. We've got 6 laps complete, 4 to go. Boniface has pulled away almost a straightaway ahead of Barry Gray, and now that battle for second heats up. Gray and Alan McClure. McClure coming right back with the 22, right up on Gray's rear bumper. Bob Rugg holds fourth, and Tom Rosati holding off Craig Heron for the fifth and final qualifying spot. McClure will look to the inside, actually looking for any room at all with the 22. Rugg, Rosati, and Karen have suddenly become close as the white flag is out for Boniface. Rugg gets up high. He's got a problem with car number 70 as he slides out of control out of a qualifying spot with car number 70. That'll move Craig Karen up into one. And there's the checker for Jim Boniface. Now we see the problem with the Rugg machine. A lot of fluid coming from that car on the last second, and that cost him couple of spots. It's Jim Boniface in for the win, followed by Barry Gray, great run for second over Alan McClure third. Tom Rosati comes home fourth in the 07, and Craig Karen able to get into a qualifying spot with the 13 fifth. And Rick Payne crosses the line one spot out with car number 29. He'll finish sixth. And then Bob Rugg in the 70.
And a slightly smaller tire than the late model. Somewhat smaller tire than the late model. This is one of the training divisions. Bob Desire bringing them down. Here they come on the outside. Whoa, and Desire gets around, and David Rogers will take off with the lead. It's Rogers, Buca, Drew, and Owen. Chapin leading on Johnson. David Rogers and Tom Buca. Buca trying to stick his nose down inside. Buca slides it down to the white line. Drew's on his bumper. Rogers holds the lead. Rogers doing a good job trying to hold him off. Here comes Owen up the outside. Head-to-head battle going into the turn. Rogers takes it in very deep and opens the door for Buca. It's Buca, Drew, Rogers, Owen, and Johnson. Johnny Mallett. Halfway now, halfway. Buca, Drew, and Owen. Tom Buca, the 08, the 17 is Drew, 71 Owen, 89 Rogers, and 2 is Johnson. Johnny Mallett in the 1. Dave Meany trying to pull that 15 out, move up the line. Buca holding Drew off, but here comes Owen up the inside. 2 laps to go. Buca's going to have a bumper for the final lap and a half. Owen's looking for the inside line, drives it right down to the bottom of the racetrack and comes off almost even. Owen works the low side. Buca takes it way up into the marbles and he's out of the money. Owen jumps from third to first, and here comes Drew to the inside. It'll be Owen's race. Drew second, Buca third, Rogers fourth, Johnson fifth, John Mallett goes sixth, the 15 of Beatty is seventh, and Chapin is eighth, Fitzgerald is ninth, Bazile goes to the infield. Rob Martin in the OT, Tom Cashman the 17X, and look out, Joe Zellman in the 22. Cashman's going to have to go from the rear to the front if he wants a win in this one. Cashman holds on. Griswold points the nose of the 46 down low, and he's going to look for the lead and gets it on the first lap. Moving up the inside is Marion as they move Carey. Whoa, look out. Marion's loose. Forces Zellman up, and Rob Morton goes around the outside. Zellman picks up a piece of Marion's bumper, which is now dangling off the front of the car. Field sorts itself out, and Griswold has a very sizable lead. Rob Morton, John, and Zielinski going to try to run him down. Frank Carey works to the outside of Corey Cashman. They're going to have to run outside if they're going to go by Cashman. Halfway, and it's Griswold, Morton, Zielinski. Cashman into the side of Carey, gets loose. Carey goes on by, so does Barnard. In fact, Barnard goes to the high side of Carey trying to pick up a spot. Now working his way out of the back of the pack, the 17X of Cashman. It's Carey, Barnard, Cashman all on the break. Here they go, 2 laps left, and it's Griswold, Morton, Zielinski, Carey, Barnard, around comes Corey Cashman, and around goes Bob Marion. No contact, and the race keeps going. Zielinski now makes a move for second inside Morton with a lap to go. Zielinski down low, Morton on the high side. Zielinski has second. Morton fights back into turn 2 and takes second back. It's Carey, Barnard, and Cashman. Up front, here's your winner, Jeff Griswold. Scott Zielinski, Rob Morton. And Barnard moves into third, fourth. Carey, Cashman, and Zellman. Rookie driver Jeff Griswold breaks away, runs away, and gets his first win ever in strictly stock competition.
John Meany and Barry Gray bring the field around. Green flag from Kenny Isimone, and they're side by side at the line. Down into turn number 1, Meany down low, and Gray gets the advantage on the high side. Sumner Chapman goes around with the 44 Connecticut coming off turn 2, and he'll slide into the infield, try to get it back out. Sumner gets it back. Barry Gray, John Meany, Roger Shepard, Everett Bingham, Gary Fairmonte, and Glenn Brio, followed by Kirk Alexander, Marty Leary, and Clinton Graham. Gray now pulling away from Meany, holding on to second over Roger Shepard. Fairmonte looking low. He's got a spot on Bingham. He'll move up to fourth now with the 18, and he takes Glenn Brio right with him. Brio moving into fifth. Gray really putting the hammer down as he has pulled away. He's already almost a full straightaway ahead of Meany. Battle shaping up for second again. Roger Shepard looks for Racing Road. Gray now goes to put a lap on Sumner Chapman as Shepard continues to work on Meany. Fairmonte, Brio, and Alexander running nose to tail, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Clinton Graham down low on Everett Bingham, and he's got position number 6. Make that 7th. Barry Gray, followed by Meany. Shepard, now Brio low on Fairmonte. Alexander a little loose. He'll lose some ground as Brio moves up into 4th now. Gray way out in front. The lap car Chapman in between himself and Meany, who is about a straightaway back. Then it's Shepard right there to contend as the white flag waves. Brio and Fairmonte 4th and 5th. Checkered flag is out, and it's Barry Gray with car number 29. I'm sure we'll see him going into those checkers a lot this year. That's Barry.
Here they come. Blackmore and Gramellini bring the field to post, looking for green, and here they go, 4 cars to qualify. Blackmore, Gramellini, Hersey, Manafort, and Weaver. Contact on the backstretch between the 36 and the 24, and there's a piece of fiberglass in the middle of turn 3. Caution is on the racetrack. Watch it, guys. Just look at the yellow lights. It's pretty easy to do. X is Hersey, 69 is Weaver, 7 is Manafort, 38 is Bennett, 36 is Fredette, 48 is Pooh, 99 is Burrows. Here they come. Once again, it is Blackmore on top. Bennett up the outside. He picks off 1. Your leader at the end of 2 will be Blackmore. Bennett and Hersey. Kevin Prue. Bennett wants to get in this event. Puts the Rain Construction car up into the third spot. Weaver's on the bubble. It'll be Weaver and Hersey fighting it out for that fourth spot. Kevin Prue in trouble in the 48, and he's going to bring out a caution if he doesn't get off the track. Blackmore, look out! Contact between Hersey and Weaver as they go into the turn. Hersey has a cut left tire. Weaver's still running. And Manafort spins to the infield, and there's the caution. And Russ Hersey looked like he tried to get to the outside of Matt. And he'll run the Troy Auto Parts machine. So whatever shuts Kevin down, he's got it refired, and he'll try again. Here they come. Man on the bubble now is Fredette. They break away for the green. Bennett all over Blackmore's bumper. He's got Gramellini on the outside, and he's got second. Hersey's back in. Look out. Fredette spins. Gets it back in gear. Burrows with him. And off the top of the track with another flat tire is Hersey. Hersey gets a tire changed, hustles back out, and looks like he cut another one down and takes it off the top of the turn. Let's see how Kevin does. One rookie and a bunch of veterans. Blackmore takes it low, drifts up the turn just a little bit, holds the lead. Here comes Gramellini inside to get second back. Drops the tail out there and sets Bennett up the banking. Bennett comes back on the outside. It's Blackmore, Gramellini, Bennett, and Manafort. 2 laps to go this time by. Battle for position behind them for the alternate starter. Bennett trying to come back on Gramellini with a white flag out. Checkered flag, and it's going to be Kevin Blackmore, the rookie from East Swansea. Blackmore, Gramellini, Bennett, and Manafort make it to the main event. Kevin Blackmore, the rookie driver out of the mini stocks, in his first contest of importance in pro stock racing, and picks up the win. A good run for the Berger Auto Parts machine for Blackmore. 3. The 41 is Dave Fitzgerald, the 86. And now we go to green with Barnard leading the way in car number 24. Right away, we've got Mallett going down to the infield with car number 1. And a good battle up front to start. It's Paul Barnard coming around to lead his first lap ever with the 24. Around goes Corey Cashman. Contact. Wayne Chapin comes in with a shot at car 58. That's over in turn 4. Both cars continue, and Cashman pulls into the infield. Now it looks like he might try to come back out. Barnard continues to lead. Heading down into turn 1, the 24. Feeling the pressure, Steve Drew and Scott Zielinski. Don't count those two out, nor Todd Owen in the 71X. He runs the low side, and he's moved up to 4th. Rounding out the top 5, Bill Johnston in car number 2. Barnard continuing to do a masterful job as he holds off 2 of our top contenders in the Strictly Stocks. Steve Drew, Scott Zielinski, they touch in turn 4, and both hold on. Lapped car, Wayne Chapin will play a factor as everybody's got to drift up a little bit. Zielinski does so. Drew in that outside groove, running, trying to hold on to second.
Now at the line, Zielinski has him. Drew comes right back down to the low side, gives Zielinski a tap. There are hooks for a minute there, and Scott Zielinski holds on with car number 7. Bill Johnston making a run on the outside now with car number 2. He puts the Buick to the high side of Todd Owen in a battle for the 4th spot as the top 5 run close, with Paul Barnard doing an excellent job in car number 24, leading the first 6 circuits of the 20-lap strictly stock feature. Now in heavy traffic, Corey Cashman in the 86 as Drew cuts in between, gets into Zielinski a little bit, and now they'll come up on Barnard and once again give him a tap. Zielinski stuck on the high side now. He'll make the move on Barnard with Drew back down low, and we've got a yellow. Muka has hit the wall coming off turn 2, and you can see the 08 with some heavy front end damage. Tom Muka brings out our first caution on lap number 7. Great race up front. In fact, all over. Paul Barnard doing an excellent job holding on to the lead with the 24. His best. Okay, we're set to go back to green now. Paul Barnard and Scott Zielinski, they're on the gas as they head into turn 3. Kenny Isimone likes what he sees. He throws the green, and they're off on lap 7. Running down into turn 1, Barnard. Zielinski gets up a little bit high. This battle for second is going to reform. Zielinski with a problem in car number 7. He is off the pace, pulling up the banking in turn 3. A tough break for Scott Zielinski. He has stalled up in turn number 3. Barnard, Drew, and Owen now will pull away as the yellow comes out for Zielinski. Tough break for Scott Zielinski. 8 laps down, 12 to go. Already some bumper tag being played as Cashman and Griswold get set for green. Barnard again setting the pace, and there's the green. Down low, Todd Owen in the 71X. Heading down to the low side of Steve Drew, and Owen will look to take the second spot as they have pulled away somewhat from Bill Johnston. Griswold gets into Johnston, then gets sideways with the 46. He holds on nicely. Your top 3 very tight. Paul Barnard's got a load behind him, and suddenly something breaks on the Steve Drew car. The front end, as Owen has a flat right front, he goes up the banking, and the yellow flag comes out. Now there's some debris on the racetrack as they came off turn 2. Owen with a flat right front tire, a tough break for the 71X. He was coming up to challenge Drew. That must have been what caused the front end of Drew's car to just fall off all different ways when Owen went up and made contact, but there was nothing he could do. Out of the pits now is Todd Owen. He'll pick up at the rear, try to work his way back up. Don't be surprised if he does. Now we're set to go back to green. Barnard picks up the pace. Drew is alongside, and there is the green flag. Drew pulls in behind Barnard and looks to the low side now with the 17. Can't get the job done. He'll head back to the high side. Griswold has moved up into position number 3. Johnston down low, falling back a couple notches. He's back to 5th as Tom Cashman gets up with car 17X. He's now 4th. Now a challenge for the lead heading down into turn 3 and off of turn 4. Barnard still down low, and Johnston has pulled off into the infield after a great run with car number 2. Tough break for Bill Johnston. He'll park it in the infield as now Drew goes to work feverishly on Barnard. Still can't get the job done as he doesn't give up, and that's one thing about Drew. He will not give up till it's over, so keep watching that battle right up front. He lets Barnard know he's there as he gives him a slight little tap on the rear bumper, and then heads back to the high side. Barnard keeps a nice low line in the 24. Jeff Griswold having a great run in the 46 and 3rd, and back up to the high side comes Steve Drew. Barnard continuing to roll them off. They're dead even almost coming off the turn this time though. And they'll head into turn 1. Drew on the outside. Barnard heading down low. And off the turn, Drew has the advantage. Let's see if Barnard can come back with 5 laps to go this time by. A great battle Barnard coming right back down low. Drew running the high side, and finally he gets away. We'll see what's going to happen now. Barnard still running low, and a good battle for third too. Griswold, Cashman, and Morin. Owen has worked his way back up to sixth, and a great run there. 4 laps remain. Less than 4 on the backstretch. Drew, Barnard, Griswold. Here comes Cashman looking to make a move. Consultation flag for Corey Cashman, the 86. Smoke coming out of the rear end of that car. Now this time, 2 laps to go for Steve Drew, Paul Barnard, Jeff Griswold. Here comes Tom Cashman Jr. as the two of them close in on Barnard now. Cashman smokes the rear tires, going to work on Griswold with Morton 5th. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Steve Drew. Drew has pretty much pulled away, and this time he'll get the checker. Cashman's going to try the outside, and there's the checkered flag. Steve Drew in for the win. Barnard, a great run for second.
So Steve Drew pulls it out in the last 5 laps, but Barnard did a fine job for the first 15. Jeff Griswold out of the Enduro ranks. A good comeback for Massachusetts license 758 NYR Toyota 4Runner. Your alarm is going off. Mass 758 NYR Toyota 4Runner. Your alarm is going off.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Steve Drew back in victory lane in the Strictly Stock feature. Woo. All right, Steve, welcome back. Great run there.
Well, thanks. We had a good starting spot, but I don't know, something I screwed up and got it in the back. So lost a few spots here, but we fought it back up. Got a little tangled there and lost our pretty paint job, but whatever, we're up here where we want to be. Woo!
All right, and of course, you'd like to thank your sponsors for this win.
I'd like to thank my sponsors for getting me back here another year. Mountain Kennels, Quality Auto Body for the paint job, EDH Pet Supply for rubbers, Dave's Auto for parts, and Wright's Welding for an exhaust. They did an excellent job. Car's nice and quiet, no leaks. Hopefully we'll have an excellent season. Thanks to all the people. Woo!
All right, congratulations, Steve Drew, your winner in the 20-lap Strictly Stock feature. And just as happy over here, Paul Barnard, great run for second. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
And sponsors on this beautiful new race car for you.
I got Meadowitch Golf Center down in East Windsor, Suburban Chevrolet down in Southwick, Western Mass Family Golf Center, and couldn't have done anything without my brother here, my brother Brian, and the car ran great today.
And something tells me if it was a couple of laps more, you wouldn't have made it there.
Well, yeah, we're getting there, and I was thinking we'd never run up this far, and I was going to run it until something happened, so good thing he ran green the rest of the way after 9.
All right, congratulations, Paul Barnard. A great run for the second spot. Best run ever there. And we'll head on over here to our third place finisher, Jeff Griswold, in his first Strictly Stock start. Congratulations. And I'm sure you'd like to thank definitely Joe Bean Auto Body. They've seemed to help a lot of people out this year.
Joe Bean Auto I also like to thank the owner, Mike and Joanne Hastings, for giving me the opportunity to drive the car. I drove enduro cars for a couple years, and they gave me the opportunity to drive this. And
all right, congratulations. There's your third place finisher, Jeff Griswold. Great run.
Dog, main event for the afternoon. Bringing him down. Chafee on the outside. Beatty on the inside. Chafee on the gas. Chafee and Smith looking for it. Beatty holds him off. Up the outside, it's Alexander. Down the inside, it's Sutherland as they close in on the leaders. It's still Beatty, Chafee, Smith, Alexander, Sutherland, and Patnode. Chafee trying to find some room. Sutherland stuck his nose in there. Smith on the outside. There's the hole they're looking for. Chafee's up the inside. Billy Chafee's on top. Here comes Sutherland underneath Beatty, and he's looking for second. They make contact. Sutherland into the wall. Good thing he got a new helmet this year. Tough break for Sutherland. He had a good run going. Beatty came up on him. They came together. Tough break for a new race team. Here they come, looking for green. Chafee, Smith off turn 4, and we're back underway. Chafee down low, Smith on the outside, Alexander with him. They headed down the back straightaway. It's going to be Smith. Chafee running the inside. Smith goes in high and deep. Chafee slides in behind him. Trouble behind them. Beatty. Whoa! Jason Davis into the back of Alan Nanaki as they stop for the Beatty car. And another caution. Up, Chafee back to third, and here's Pollard. It's Smith, Alexander, Chafee, Pollard, now Clayton and Davis. Pollard trying to stuff that sob down inside Chafee. Trying to, whoa, look out. Fournier almost takes out one of our safety guys as he makes contact with the 34, and he got that wall. Alexander still working over the back bumper of Ron Smith. Davis showing a lot of smoke underneath the race car. That looks like tire smoke. Here's the battle for the lead, Alexander and Smith. Alexander's gotten away, and Smith has gone backwards. It's all Alexander's race, and Smith is in deep trouble. Beef Alexander in the 7, pushing hard, and Billy Chafee trying to run him down with the 4 laps to go. Chafee running second, Darrell Pollard third, DeWitt Davis up to fourth, Freddie Felton in fifth and working on fourth. The 9 spins over in turn 2. 13 down. Out of the way. And still sitting in danger, so they bring out the caution. Caution on lap 15. As the 9, there have been 3 cautions in the race. The 9 has been involved in every one of them. Here they go again. Green is out. Alexander, Chafee, and Pollard. Beef Alexander, the defending mini-stock champion, showing why he is. Now we're down to 5. Down to 4. Making a good comeback now in the 4 after having pitted after that accident he was in. Working his way back up through, trying to take that 5th spot away from DeWitt Davis. Fred Felton has dropped out of the event. 2 to go. Alexander, Chafee, and Pollard. Davis and Anaki. And Ron Smith coming back, but showing a lot of smoke. White flag for Alexander. Smith trying to get 5th spot back, and he's got it. But the way that car's smoking, he may not make it the full lap. Here come the checkers. And it's going to be win number 1 of the year. Here it is, Alexander, Billy Chafee, Darrell Pollard, DeWitt Davis, and Alan Anaki. Alexander starts off the season with a win, and Chafee has his biggest finish of his career. Alexander. Hey, there you go. What do you think?
It was a little slick out there. The car's running beautiful. According to the new rules and everything, we can lighten that car up, and it worked to our benefit this year.
It certainly looked good. You gave him a good race. You and Ron were in a great battle there for a while.
Yeah, he's got a perfect car, and we're going to be fighting with him all season.
Should be a good year for mini stocks, and you got a little more competition for Mr. Chafee back here, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Good run. Your winner, Kirk. The Beef Alexander. Kirk will be along later. Let's move up to the next row. Bill, turn him around here. New car, new outlook.
Yeah, it looks good for this year.
How'd it feel?
Different.
One win. Now, you and I remember that Concy win long time ago in the Gremlin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We got second place with that one once. That was the only car on the track. How's that sound?
Good run. Bill Chafee finishes second. Some hardware for him. And let's move up to Darrell Pollard, who came out of the woods, so to speak, to get himself a 3rd place finish and a nice run.
Thanks. I'm just thrilled to be here.
Is that your cheering section over there?
I guess so. I don't know who they are, but thanks.
Those are the guys you bought that case of beer for, remember?
Yeah, must be.
Darrell Pollard, how's the car going to look this year?
It's going to look excellent, as you can see.
Great run. Darrell Pollard, your 3rd place finisher. Moving along.
Occasion, and 2 of our regulars in the 2nd row, Alexander and Shepard. Green flag is out, and coming to the line with the lead, Gary Fairmonte out in front with car number 18. He shoots out in front with Roger Shepard now moving up in the 2nd with a 34. Glenn Brio shooting up to 3rd now as Clint Graham is off the pace with the 11 after he gets a little bit out of shape, and that costs him nearly. He gets up in the loose stuff. And we've got a spin coming off of turn 2. It's Everett Bingham. He goes around. And we get a caution. Everett Bingham in the 24, your pole sitter, goes around coming off turn 2. Eager for the restart with 1 lap up on the board. And here they come. Fairmonte on the gas. Shepard stays right alongside. Behind him, it's Glenn Brio. Brio diving low, and he's going to take the lead just like that coming off of turn 2. Fairmonte only got 1 lap under the lead, and Brio immediately moving on in front. He takes Barry Gray right with him, and now here comes Roger Shepard to come back for a battle. He's got third with the 34. So Brio will now try to hold off Barry Gray in a great battle that's going to shape up over the rest of this event. Roger Shepard holding third. Tremonte falling back to position number 4 with John Meany on the low side to 15. It's Brio, Gray pulling away from Roger Shepard. Tremonte trying to hold off John Meany, doing a heck of a job doing so as he runs the high side, Meany down low. Alexander's waiting in the wings with Leary, Graham, and Sumner Chapman. Everett Bingham back in 10th. Battle shaping up even more now for the lead. Barry Gray looking for racing room. Definitely he has caught the Brio car, and he goes to work. Brio high in turn 1, shuts the door, and Gray will come right back, charging with car number 29. Kirk Alexander looking low on Tremonte, gets a little bit crossed up with a 44X. And now even more as he loses some ground on Tremonte. Barry Gray also a little bit out of shape, and that enables Brio to get a little bit more of an edge once again with the 29 Maz. Meany has taken 4th, Tremonte 5th, and Kirk Alexander, they're tied 4th, 5th, and 6th there. Alexander will once again look low. Brio, Gray, and Shepard pretty much equidistant from each other at this time. We'll see if Gray can possibly close back in on Brio, and he's got plenty of time to do so. Tremonte off the pace with a problem on the 18. Fluid dropping from the front end of that car, it looked like, over in turns 3 and 4. Now, once again, Gray has closed in on Brio, and they'll battle over the final 10 laps of the late model feature event. Roger Shepard's got a guaranteed third the way it looks right now. Good run for car number 34. Now they come up to put a lap on Everett Bingham. Meany is 4th, Alexander 5th, Graham 6th, Chapman and Leary battle for 7th. Now Gray dives low, and Brio holds him off as smoke trails from the back ends of both race cars. They drive hard going into the turns, I'll tell you. Brio and Gray pretty much famous for that. Hard charging race cars. Brio dirt tracks it coming off of turn 2 that time with now 5 laps to go. Can Brio hold on? Good question as Gray continues to pursue the challenge. Brio is out of shape enough where Gray can tuck in down low. Brio tries to shut the door. They touch. Brio gets a little crossed up, but Gray lets him go and will try to go to work once again as they go off of turn 2. Gray gets sideways, dirt tracks it coming off the turn, and Brio will hold on. Gray cuts coming off the turn. A great battle now with 2 laps to go. Brio on the low side, Gray running high, the 29s battling it out for position number 1. Who will it be as they head for the white flag? Brio down low, Gray up high. At the line, Brio has the advantage, and going into turn 1, Glenn's a little loose, and Gray will take him on the outside. Let's see, Brio might be able to come right back. He's still down low. Gray slams the door, but gets tapped, and he crosses the line sideways, but with the win, a great run for Barry Gray and Glenn Brio. One heck of a show put on. On the last minute, Gray takes the win. Congratulations, great last minute move there.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank a few of the sponsors on the car: Cliff's Auto Body, Tony's Radiator, Meadows Motor Cars, Say No to the Drugs, Leon's Auto Repair, Precision Powered, and all you fans for coming out today.
All right, congratulations. I'm sure we'll see Barry here several times to come this season. We'll head on over here now, talk to our 3rd place finisher real quick. This is Roger Shepard. Great run, great way to start the 1993 season. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We're having a pretty good year. The car is going good, and we'll get it a little better. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now we'll head on over to Glenn Brio, your 2nd place finisher. Here he is after a super run coming home 2nd. Glenn, you may have just missed it today, but I'm sure we'll see you back here several times this season with this beautiful new race car.
Oh, I hope so. I really got to thank my sponsors. Cabana Banana, they really big sponsor that come on this year. They're a big help. Ebert Racing Engines, they've just been a great help. The car really goes real strong. Got to thank the crew over the winter getting the car ready. Car got a little warm at the end. It's a warm day, so we'll have to just cool it down a little bit and try to get them. Congratulations, Barry. Hell of a run.
All right, congratulations, Glenn Brio, finishing 2nd today.
$300 or takes the option of starting the back of the main event and dropping down to at least 150 to start it, if not more. Here's the green, and here they come. It's Bill Burrows, Kevin Poole, Al Burnett, Todd Patnode, and Russ Hersey. May not be a lot of cars, but it's important to them. Here's Kevin Poole, dives down inside. He's going to lead the first lap. Look out, he gets turned around. Patnode on the brake. He's out of danger and off the track, and the race is under green. Burrows, Patnode, Al Burnett, and Russ Hersey. Poole's going to have to hustle. He loses a lap. He's down 1. Unless he can fight his way back up past Patnode. Todd Patnode, 2 cut tires in his consolation event. Patnode, Burrows, Burdett, and Hersey. Whoa, Patnode in deep and loses it. Poole trying to come back. Patnode's got a tire going down the way that car's handling. Definitely. And Burrows is back on top with Burdett and Hersey. Yeah, something wrong in the rear of that car. He is in deep trouble. Kevin Poole trying to get unlapped. Poole down 2 laps. Todd Patnode will pull out. We're halfway. Whoa, Burdett. The worst Burdett can do is 4th. I wouldn't be pushing it like he is. Now Poole has unlapped himself. He is 1 lap down. I was mistaken. He is 1 lap down. He needs to go all the way around and pass the field again to get on the tail end of the lead lap. Kevin lost 2 laps in the infield. Kevin Poole down 1. Hersey, Burrows, and Fredette. Prue is fourth. Hersey down below the white line. With 4 laps left, Bill Burrows could be the man. Getting down to the two laps to go sign. Ken Isimone holds the sticks high, and Hersey has 2 left. Kevin Prue trying to hurry around, but he's not going to get that lap back once. And it is Hersey, Burrows, and Fredette. Checkered flag for Hersey coming up. And Russ Hersey picks up the win. We'll get down trackside and find out if he's going to move up or take the money. Well, Russ Hersey's here, and Russ, we want to know the big question. You won the non-qualifiers race, not a bad start for your rookie year. You're going to take the money and run, or you're going to go to the back of the main event?
What does the back of the main event pay?
$150 to start. You might stay in there for more.
I think we're going to call it a day. We wrecked a lot of equipment today, and the front end's not right, and there's too many good cars out there for me to go out in my first race here and try to mess somebody else up. So I think we'll just take this and go home today.
All right, Russ Hersey says he'll take the money and run. And a good win for Russ Hersey in his rookie debut here at Monadnock in the Pro Stock ranks. And back of the grandstands, please sit down in front of the tower. Ready to go. 1 lap to green. 1 lap to green. Everybody in front of the tower, standing in the back row, please sit down. The scorers cannot see the racetrack. Please sit down in the back rows. The scorers cannot see the racetrack. Thank you. Here they come. 100 laps, and there's the green. It's Karen, McCollum, Carey, and Fern will spring. Brings out the first caution of the afternoon. Here comes Bean. Karen comes around with a little help. Out goes the 22. Out goes the 6X. Karen is left in the infield to rejoin the back of the pack. Fern. And down. Now. It'll be your favorite driver that gets scored incorrectly if you're standing in the way when they need to see what's going on. So it's McCollum, Carey, Fern, Caruso, and Sprague. 30 cars still remain. Here we come. Looking for the restart. And we're off. McCallum on the gas. McCallum, Byrne, and Carey. Caruso and Sprague. Batchelor works up the inside, good enough on the outside, trying to move up into 5th spot. Karen has already picked off 8 cars. As the field dices and slices, here's McCollum, Byrne, Carey, Caruso, and Sprague. 44 Salzarella with a flat tire. Batchelor with a broken front end on lap number 5. Field closes up again after 4 in the books on lap number 5. Dave Salzarello cuts down a tire on Bruce Batchelor, Mike Batchelor. Restart, lap 5. 4 in the books, 5 to go. McCollum and Byrne get on the gas, and here we go! And Batchelor moves into 5th. McCollum, Byrne, Carey, Caruso, and Batchelor. Messer, Sprague, and Goodenough, Markey, and Rollins. Boniface. Garrett continues to move up out of the back of the pack. And now the going's going to get tougher because the good guys are up there. Batchelor and Messer come together. Batchelor fights it, brings it back. Opening up a big lead. Messer trying to get his nose in there. Batchelor shuts the door on him. Trouble with the 13. Craig Karen spins in number 2. Ready to restart lap 9. Here they come. Looking for the green. Here comes McCollum. They're off. McCollum, Byrne, Carey, Caruso, Batchelor, Messer, and Sprague back at it again. Batchelor and Messer fighting for that 5th spot. Batchelor hangs in there. Karen is up to 14th. Still climbing. McCollum and Byrne lead the charge. Carey and Caruso pulling away. Now Messer into 5th. Messer has a 5th spot. Bill Bree pulls the 6X out and gets it off the racetrack. Look out! Sprague into the back of Batchelor, spins him out of the way. Kieran's going to fight his way through it, and there's the caution. Fourth caution of the afternoon when Bruce Batchelor Jr. gets turned around by the 50, the 6 and the U2 down pit road. Karen jumped it on the last restart. He's going to get set back a spot. It looks like Ed Stone's got problems with the 11, maybe a flat tire. Well, now Batchelor gets back to where he should be. We've got Karen and Blackmore with some problems. Blackmore refires, Karen has not. Let's roll the record, boys. By the second turn, restart 14. McCollum and Fern with Carey and Caruso waiting in the wings, and now Marquis is up to 6. You better watch out. He'll be flying. Here they come. Caruso gets a jump on the outside. He's going to contest now for third with Carey. Caruso and Carey as McCollum takes the lead. Outside, trying to pick him off. McCollum, Byrne, Caruso, Carey, Messer, Marquis, Goodenough, and Sprague. Lobo carrying his intent now. Rick Payne slow on the backstretch as the field comes by. We may see another yellow flag. And they're going to have to watch out because the slow-moving 29 is right there in the lead. Karen almost gets him. The field roars by and Payne is still coasting. McCollum continues to lead. Payne is not going to make it into the pits. The caution is out again. I don't know what Payne was thinking of. His car is stalling. You put it in the infield, you don't hold up the race. Not a smart move. Could have been rear-ended badly by the guys coming off near the wall. And this time, Byrne gets caught sleeping and Caruso jumps into the lead. Second spot. It's going to be McCollum, Caruso, Byrne, Marquis, and Carey. Will look out. Messer. And the one New Hampshire of Goodenough gets knocked off the mark, and he's off the top of turn 2. And trouble over in turn 3 as McClure and the 16 of Gray come together. Followed by Boniface and Knight. Remember that 9 is 4 laps down. Mike Batchelor is down 4. Gray is back. Brad Bennett is back. And Rob Goodenough has made it back in. McCollum has held the lead since the drop of the green. And he jumps again. This time, Manafort is caught sleeping. Marquis up to third now. Barry Messer moves into fifth. McCollum, Caruso, Marquis, Byrne, Messer, Carey, Lobo, Sprague, Karen, and Rollins. Check that, Rollins and Karen. Problems on the 50. Problems on the 50. As the field thunders by him. With troubles, here comes your leader in the two. With Caruso, Marquis, Byrne, and Messer. Carey, Lobo, and Karen. Finally got 25 in the books. Works the inside of Caruso now. Marquis looking for second into turn 3. He gets it loose. He brings it back and he's got second. Caruso to third. Byrne is fourth. Messer is fifth. Marquis going to try to run McCollum down now. 30 laps in. 70 to go. Battle for third, Byrne and Caruso. Messer alone in fifth. McCollum. 4-second lead on Marquis. Byrne finally breaks away from Caruso. Having troubles in the 07, and he's on his way out. 07 in the pits. McCollum now starting to work on the back of the pack, and that's going to make it harder for the rest of the field to catch him. Jim McCollum. Works his way around Gary Knight. Gary Knight having troubles in the 8th. Knight trying to pull it down low. Looking for a way to get to the pits. And he'll stop the car right on the racetrack. Gary Knight just stops his car right there. Gary Knight pulled his car up in front of the starter plane, stopped it, got the caution, and drove off. He put himself in jeopardy there, too. Been back there once. He's got 38 laps in the books, and here he comes. He's going to have to fly. The green is out. Marquis all over the back bumper of McCollum. Marquis is right there with him. Marquis and McCollum running it down. Karen still trying. He'd like another caution to catch the back of the field. Here's the battle for third. Fern and Caruso. Caruso bobbles. McCollum now with an easy lead. Marquis trying to cut the margin and hold Fern back. Getting a black flag, showing an awful lot of smoke. Karen a half lap back. Messer in trouble! Messer and Zaidova come together and catch the wall on the backstretch. Barry Messer. Barry Messer got loose off turn 2 and just slid up in front of Jeff Zaidova. Before Jeff could do anything, they made contact and Messer caught the wall. That'll bring out the 8th caution of the afternoon. He's made it up as close as 7th. He's up to 12th now. Restart lap 46. Fern trying to slide inside Marquis. Alan McClure is going to have to hustle to get away. Starting to move like he just had a fire lit under him. Whoa, gets loose, almost gets into Prairie Rollins. Karen and Boniface trying to work their way around Zaidova. Halfway, coming up, halfway now. McCollum, Marquis, Fern, Caruso, and Lobo. Carey, Murphy, Karen, Boniface, and Zaidova. Those are your top 10. Karen and Murphy go in together. Karen comes out. Kevin Blackmore spins it to the infield. Up to 7th now. Byrne closes in, Caruso closes in, Lobo's in there tight. Garrett trying to get up to Tom Carey and get by him. Your leader, McCollum, has about a 3-second lead on Marquis. 60 laps down, we've got 40 to go, and it'll be 38 when this one's done. Working on the outside of Tom Carey now. Off turn 4. All over Carey's back bumper. Working up on Brad Bennett. Here they come. Garrett trying to find some running room. Carey uses the lap car as a pick. Carey's up high. Here's Karen's brake, but he can't get in there. McCollum, Marquis, and Byrne. Karen up to the outside, trying to get that 6th spot away from the Carey. Working him over. McCollum opening up his lead. Marquis starting to have trouble in the turns coming out. Working to hold Byrne and Caruso back. Marquis opens up some daylight on Byrne and Caruso. Now he bobbles. Here's Byrne. Marquis having trouble holding it down. Byrne's inside. Karen inside. Carey, they make contact. Carey goes around. Karen stumps out of it. Carey's not going to get any help. Karen's up to 6th. McCollum. 4-second lead for McCollum now. Marquis and Byrne are fighting for position. Here comes Lobo and Caruso underneath Marquis. Marquis got 2 lap cars to deal with. Here's Caruso. He can't get inside. Bachelor's there. Laps are winding down, and McCollum's got it all his way. Now they've gone through the lap traffic. Marquis is going to have to hustle to catch McCollum. Karen has moved up with a lead pack. Now Lobo and Caruso are doing battle. Lobo on the outside. Look out, Byrne is loose. Tires starting to become a factor now. Look out, bumper tank. Caruso's into the back of Byrne. Tries to go underneath, 3 wide. And Byrne holds on. Caruso loses a spot. It's Marquis, Lobo. Carey spins to the infield. Johnny Lobo works on the outside of Marquis, and here comes Karen. Lobo into 2nd. Karen works around Marquis for 3rd. Bucky Karen is in the money. McCollum is your leader. Lobo is 2nd, but Karen is 3rd. Caruso 4th. Marquis 5th. Byrne 6th. Murphy 7th. Boniface 8th. Zinema 9th. Goodenough 10th. Rollins is 11th. McClure is 12th, and then their leader. 22 laps to go. Karen and Lobo up high. Karen and Lobo going at it. They line it up down the backstretch and come in hard again. Beginning to close in on McCollum. 18 to go. Tire wear becoming a factor. McCollum is losing ground. Karen is inside Lobo. Karen and Lobo turn two. Lobo comes off to the high side. McCollum is slowing. Karen and Lobo are closing in. Bucky and Lobo again. They're using up their tires. Lobo in hard, right on his bumper. And trouble on Lobo's car. He's overheating. Lobo is overheating. Lobo is dumping fluid all over the racetrack. Lobo is leaking fluid, and he is out of it. Lobo is going to bring out a caution if he doesn't get off the racetrack. We have a caution for Lobo. He's dumping fluid all over the place, and there goes Marquis. Karen has moved up to second. Lobo is overheating, and he's out of the event. The caution is for Lobo spilling water on the racetrack. Marquis spins in the water. McCollum, there are at least 3 cars out there that are down a lap or more. The 38, the 6X, and the 7. But from the 12 to the 2, they're all on the lead lap, including a 28X. We're set for a single file restart. Lap 87 in the books. We'll start lap 88. A 12-lap shootout. Here they come. McCollum lights them up coming off the turn. McCollum, Karen, Caruso, Fern, and Murphy. Up to the outside. McCollum down low. He can't hold it up. Neither can Karen. He's in the marbles. Boy. Whose tires are going to last the longest? There's Caruso in the marbles. It's down to Karen and McCollum. Who can nurse those tires the longest? McCollum or Karen? Here's Karen to the inside. Karen down low. Karen on the inside. Karen with the lead. The first, second leader of the race, Bucky Karen. McCollum's tires are going south. And Bucky Karen is heading for the checkered flag if he can hold up. Opening up the lead on Jim McCollum. Caruso still has a chance for second. McCollum is real loose. McCollum is trying to keep Caruso behind him, and there's Caruso on the inside. McCollum is high. Here's Caruso. He's got second. Two laps to go now. 2 laps. Dave Caruso has moved into second. Jim McCollum is third. Byrne is fourth. Marquis is up to fifth. And here's the white flag. Half a lap for Karen. Half a lap for Caruso, McCollum, Byrne, and Marquis. And here's your winner, Marquis Karen. Caruso, McCollum, Byrne, and Marquis. V8 test. Hey, we're still here. All right. Well, what an afternoon. We're awful glad you were here to join us for the Busch Spring Dash 100. Next Sunday, 1 o'clock start time, full program of racing, plus the New England Antique Racers will be with us. And we hope you'll be here too. And here he is. Okay. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Spring Dash 100, Punky Karen. Well, you had to pull, but you kind of did it, as they say, the hard way. I don't really know if it's that much fun that way, though. That's a lot of work. Yeah, kind of a bad break there on the start. I didn't plan on going too hard. I guess Jim wanted to go a little harder than I did. You know, it was really my fault as much as it was his. I didn't get on it when I should have. And he got on it like I normally would come out of turn and give me a tap, and that's all it took, you know. But we had a new set of tires ready. We had planned on going in halfway and getting a new set of tires. My cousin had a new set already, and we put those on, and it worked. Sure flew up through there. That looked like tires made the difference at the end. Both Jerry had trouble and faded back, and then Jim started to push pretty bad coming out. Well, we weren't really running that good. Even like on time trials, I didn't really run good. I couldn't really get nothing out of the tires. I think probably the top 5 top qualifiers are probably running pretty good on that rubber, but we kind of thought, my cousin kind of thought that they wouldn't last. So that's why we went and put on harder ones, and they worked better. It certainly worked well for you. You picked up a nice, at least $2,000, and let's see, you won at least one race last year, so that's another $100, and a couple more contingencies if you got the right motor, body, chassis, and underwear on. Sounds like a party, huh? Sounds great. Your winner again, Punky Karen, opened the season. Victory at 92. Whoa, look out, Zavisa comes flying off turn 4, rolls it up to the edge of the track to get the caution, gets on the gas and pulls it out of the way as the leader comes by for lap 47 with 3 to go. Zavisa down a lap now. Jarvis, run a break. Zavisa's in the way trying to do some racing, and he's right in front of Radwick. 2 laps to go.